Welcome to another episode of Sneaker Convo. I'm your host, Gary, aka In Gary We Trust. Coming at you guys again with another episode. And here, I have a really special guest right here. I would say, he probably wouldn't say it, but he actually gave me the tools and the knowledge working in the footlocker company. This man literally took me in with open arms, like, hey man, I'm gonna show you the ropes so you don't get get too lost in the sauce over here. So I want to give a big shout out to the homie, Cray.
What's good, people?
What's up, man?
Boy, Anthony Cradot, whoever know me, whatever it is. And Gary, we trust, man. We here with it.
Of course,
how you doing,
man,
bro?
Yeah, I'm glad I get to call you Ant, because I know when people start making music, they forget about the government.
Yeah,
so you good if I call you Ant too?
For sure.
All right, cool, man. I'm glad that you made it, man. Like we got a couple topics. I know you were literally a perfect guest for the show, bro.
I'm happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? We was locking in way before the podcast and everything started coming up, but it's good to see where you at right now, and
I appreciate it, man.
More blessings on the way, baby. Let's go.
All right. And what I'm gonna start doing now in the further episodes, so you get to know the guests a little bit more. I'm gonna ask two quick questions, like two rapid questions. I gotta ask you, what was like your last sneaker that you purchased?
My last sneaker that I purchased, I would have
most recent pickup.
I think it was the Citrus 7s.
Citrus 7s.
I heard
the quality was good on those,
bro. Oh my god! If you remember the pair they released, when was that? Like 06,
07 ish around there.
Yeah, it's if not the same quality, if not better, bro. Like
Word.
I wore mine maybe 2 or 3 times, but the leather's pristine on it, the stitching, like how sometimes you'll get releases in the store and there's so many defects to it. Nah, it's a beautiful shoe.
Yeah, man. That trust me, that's a sneaker that I saw that I heard I saw the price wasn't too crazy on it.
Yeah.
That's something I'm gonna buy, wear it in a couple of years, because the dudes with the Jordan outfits is wearing them right now.
That shirt.
I'm gonna let it die out for a couple
sure.
of years and I'm gonna bust it out.
Yeah, bro.
And then I gotta ask, what is your favorite sneaker of all time?
My favorite sneaker of all time. I actually have it here with us today.
Oh, word. All right, so I'm gonna be surprised then. Shoot,
Okay.
I'm gonna be surprised. All right, cool.
Sure.
Fit check, outfit check, basically telling what we got on.
Sure.
I'm gonna go first. I have on the Florida Marlins, kind of like a floral S hat. This wasn't sold in Lids, but it was kind of sold in one of those cooler sneaker websites.
Fire.
I appreciate it, man. The Fitted, Fitted is going crazy right now.
What?
Regular Apple Watch, and I got the vintage Degeneration X t-shirt. My favorite one. It took me a while to find this one. It's the ones where it's I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it's the one with the ass in the back.
Yeah, you can see.
Shit.
That bit's hard.
Thanks, man. I got on the Eric Emanuel shorts. I actually wore these not too long ago. Repeat offender. Oh well.
Hey.
Nike socks, and then of course today we're actually recording this on Mamba Day, so I got to show out and got the Grinch Kobe 8s, the new ones that came out, I believe, in 2020.
Long live Kobe, man.
Of course, man. Of course. Let's get into your fit, my guy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start it out. We was on the same type of time of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Also got a Florida Marlin. The new logo I ain't really feeling. So the OG Florida Marlin. This is from their Blossom collection. You can see how the side here is.
Fire.
Pac Sun tee, pairs. I don't know. I really like this shirt, the colorway, the contrast, the everything. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Also Pac Sun cargos with I got stance socks on.
Okay.
OG stance.
Very comfortable, underratedly comfortable.
Oh my God, I still got them from Foot Action days, and then of course the Retro One High Biohacks.
Love that shoe.
Love them, bro.
Cause I remember they kind of inspired that shoe off the dunks, right?
Yeah,
back in the
exactly.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's so crazy is I saw the dunks recently in person, and the shape is so bad on that shoe. So you might as well.
I'm glad
you might as well just go for the Jordan ones.
I'm glad I grabbed these instead, bro. Trust.
Of course. Before today is Mamba Day, I kind of wanted to ask you do you have any favorite Kobe's? Actually, even before that, did you even try on sneakers today for the restock? Apparently these came out, the Mambacitas came out.
Bro, so right now, as much as I love shoes and I love sneakers, I'm in such a different place as far as the sneaker culture. Not to say that I don't still pick up shoes and everything like that, but I just got a lot of different focuses, and plus I know people be up with their 3, 4, 5 mobile devices trying to get, you know what I mean?
Them days are over pretty much.
Yeah, bro.
I understand. I literally.
But if I'm able to catch it, if I'm able to pick it up, then for sure. But I didn't catch any of the drops, nah.
That's cool. Yeah, man. I literally just had like on my last episode, I was talking with the homie, and he was saying how like he still be on like the sites heavy and stuff. And even though like I have a sneaker show, I still feel like I'm not as into sneakers as certain other people that be having the discords and all that.
Bro, it's a whole, I mean, you know yourself, but it's a whole world, it's a whole realm out there for the sneaker culture and everything. And it's it's like if you're not really in tune with it, then it's like okay, from the outside looking in, but like when you're in it, you know what I'm saying? As far as resell, restock, everything like that, it's just going crazy.
Bro, cause like we're gonna talk about it later, but like we both were working at Foot Action, working in the footlocker company for years, and we remember like before Kobe passed away, Kobe's was chilling, especially at House of Hoops.
Bro,
Kobe's was chilling,
man,
on the show.
I remember it had to be maybe 12 hours after his passing. We were like, I was in the store. I was a manager at the time at the Wellington House of Hoops. In 12 hours, I don't know who called who or who came into the store, but we had like the whole House of Hoops side. There was like at least maybe 11 different pair of Kobe's, different colorways and everything. Within 12 hours, nothing. It was gone, bro. The store was like a madhouse. Everybody just came like, oh, we got to get the Kobe's,
That's
and
crazy.
then you go and look on internet, people are selling like the same shoe that was just sitting on the shelf.
800,000, 2,000, and people were buying them too because they were just kept thinking the stock was just gonna go up.
Exactly.
And what made it worse is that like I remember like Kobe's wife didn't
She didn't
re-sign like the contract at the time. So yeah, the price was going crazy. Like, and it's crazy how like coming from the perspective of like the sneaker retailers, how basically you guys just let it rock. You know, if you want to buy them, you want to buy them.
Yeah.
But resale shops was actually all right. No, they literally took them off the shelves
just so people don't. Right.
Exactly. It's crazy how you can tell how different the market is depending on what side of the side of the store you on.
And they literally called us like, I think we were down to maybe like store wide, maybe about 3 or 4 pairs of Kobe's left. They called us and it was like, hey, pull all the Kobe's off the shelf. I'm like,
all right, all 5 of them.
All right. We only got like 5 pair left. I'm like, wait, what happened? News gets around fast, you know what I mean? Especially in the social media era. You can post something on social media, and by the time you post it and get home, everybody would be like, you know what I'm saying? Depending on if it's controversial or not. With it being Kobe, it shocked the world in like an instant, bro. So it was like,
yeah, man, of course. And on top of it, we trying to get that commission, yo.
Exactly, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, trying to make the goal for the day.
Exactly.
And as far as me, like I struck out on all 4 sneakers that restocked today. I even tried to go for these again. Bricked easily. Even though, you know, like the bots, y'all ate today. Oh well.
Yeah, for sure.
But I had to ask one more question regarding the Kobe's. If you had to literally retro any Kobe sneaker, which one would you pick? I'm gonna say mine real quick. Please give me the Christmas cheetah leopard print 7, the purple joint. I had those when I was younger. I need those again, bro.
What did you do with the pair that you had?
I outgrew them, so I had to sell them.
Yeah. Damn. I want to say probably the breast cancer pink, the 8s, I believe.
8s. Okay.
Bro, I don't know. I feel like the 8 was the best silhouette. Even though he went crazy with the hot tops and then with the Kobe hot tops and everything like that. You feel me? I was in the company for that whole era, so it's like, I mean, I seen it all come and go, but I don't know. I'm a sucker for like breast cancer shoes.
Bro, trust me, like especially if the cause is amazing, and on top of it, bro, like the colorways on all of them, even though it's very how can I say it? It's like
like a cliche almost.
Almost like a cliche, but it hits every single time.
Nah,
like
for sure.
One of the best breast cancer sneakers is like the KD4 on pearls.
On pearls, bro. Whoa. You took it. I was sitting here thinking about it. I was gonna say it. I'm like, we on Kobe right now, but
that's one of them ones right there.
Yeah, bro.
All right, so next topic. This has literally been a very hot topic in the sneaker community. So hot that's actually just going over to like just topics in general, as far as like what people in media are talking about it. So Meek Mill, I love Meek Mill.
Yeah.
I love the way he raps. People say he screamed too much. I like that shit.
Bro, he
gets me
shows
turned.
passion, bro. Facts.
Literally, bro. Every time he raps, I feel like he's trying to pay rent.
Exactly, and he be saying that.
Literally,
I'll be rapping like I'm broke still.
Exactly, man. So Meek Mill, he went to the Got Soul event. I believe it was in New York, I want to say. Was it New York or LA? I want to say New York, but correct me if I'm wrong. But he was at the Got Soul event, and He kind of did a walkthrough a little bit. It's like he went to the sneaker event just like obviously just to like buy some sneakers,
right.
probably with his crew, and then he's going around and like and Meek Mill is a hustler, so it's
For
like
sure.
as he's seeing all these different people, he's like, all right, yo, let me give me a deal. He's negotiating how everybody normal would do.
Right.
But the issue with it is like everyone had is that Meek Mill went to a guy and it was over the Air Jordan 4 Pine Green, the SB.
Mm-hmm.
And
fire shoe, by the way.
Fire shoe. And the guy wanted $500, which I understand the shoe retails I think $220, but like or $240, but the sneaker market they go for $500.
Absolutely.
And Meek Mill said, "Come on, man, let me buy it to you for $4." And it's like, yo, fam, that's $100 difference. And on top of it, like Meek Mill says, "All right, come on, dog. Like I'm gonna give you the money, but like you could have like I could have did a commercial for you. I could have shouted you out. You could have got some followers, this and that." And it's like some people, even though Meek has a point, like I feel like both people are. We're gonna talk about it more, but both people had their perspectives. I think both are right and both are wrong at the same time. But the reason why people were upset at Meek is because I feel like he kind of like abused his like popularity.
Right.
How do you feel about the situation?
So, I am also a Meek fan. Shout out to Meek, but I feel like you kind of gotta respect it for what it is. You know what I mean? Like these people come here, just me being at a lot of these events, SneakerCon, Got Soul event, even Sneaker Exit up here in Palm Beach. It's a buy and sell type of lifestyle, buy and sell business. You know what I mean? People come from, all over every walk of life to come to certain events. I was up in Orlando a couple months ago, and I was meeting people. They were coming from Jersey and California just to be like in Florida type for this event. So you don't know, first of all, you don't know where, what walks of life this man took to get here. And he has a set price, you know what I'm saying? He understands the business. He understands the way, the sneaker culture goes. Mm-hmm. Yes, you're Meek Mill, I understand. Mm-hmm. But people also understand that, he know you got the money. It's not like he's trying to like, he could have asked you, oh, just do $750 for me. And you would look at him like crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like you on that end, he could have respected his price a little more. And then I think in the video he did make a comment about he's like, well, I might go to the next table and spend $5,000.
Yeah.
I'm like,
all right, come on, bro. All right,
you ain't gotta even
he's
do all
spiking the
that.
ball now. He's spiking the ball a little bit. But
yeah.
I'll have you on the situation where it's like I see both point of views, but let me just talk about the seller, the dude that was selling the Pine Green Forest. I understand like he wanted $500, which is a very like that's reasonable. What they go for, at least for as we're recording, that's what the shoe goes for.
Right.
So I understand that he was set on the $500, but I think I would have negotiated because he wasn't barging at all.
Oh, he wasn't trying to move it.
No, he wasn't moving the 500 needle at all. I think what he should have done, in my opinion, if I'm in a situation, if it was me, I was like, I'm gonna be like, yo, my bad, Meek. I think $100 is a little too low for me, but I'll meet you right in the middle at $450.
That's decent.
You make $450, I still get the shout out because I'm pretty much already getting the clout because everybody got their phone on me already. They gonna look up his business, who the dude is. So it's like so both parties leave kind of like in the middle ground.
Yeah,
me agreed to $450, but he wasn't barging. And now with Meek, I'm like, I understand Meek, you a rich man, and by the way, I don't count nobody's pockets because I don't know that man's monthly bills. It's got to be out. It's got to be out the freaking wazoo. Yeah. So the fact that he was trying to get a deal, I understand. But then again, people like Meek now also preaches, we always try to like get discounts from our homies, but we don't get we don't actually discounts on Louis Vuitton and Gucci. We just literally just spend
whatever it is. Facts.
And on top of it, if you guys don't know about resellers, a lot of these resellers you see at these sneaker events, that's their full-time hustle.
That's all they do. Exactly.
So the fact that he's selling that shoe for $500, he probably paid $450, $460. He's not making
much, right?
He's not making much. And if you guys wonder why is he only reselling that shoe for $40 profit, because you got to remember in this reseller business now today of how different it is, it's really that the more money you spend is the more money you make.
Exactly.
So if you can buy like 200 Panda Dunks and sell them for $30 over retail, you're still making a good profit.
That's facts.
If you got the money to do it.
Yeah. It's funny you say that. I was up in the same event in Orlando. I think it was called Orlando Sneaker Convention. And there was a guy there. He had about, I think, 6 pair of the orange lobsters, the SBs. Mm-hmm. And good shoe. He said he paid something crazy for them. And there was a guy that came to his table and he wanted to buy them all, like as a bulk sale. And I'm like, And he was looking at me. I'm like, don't do it, bro, because just like you said, you probably bought them all individually, and for somebody to come in, usually with the bulk buyers, they have a set number in their head,
Yeah.
thinking that okay, this seller is gonna bite it because this number sounds close to what I would say it for. Like, nah, bro, because you might find somebody who absolutely want this shoe. They've been waiting all their life to have this shoe, and they're ready to spend 200 over box price. Not that it's every day, but if you really want the shoe, you gonna spend what you want for it, bro. Especially if it's like a Grail or anything like that.
Here we got my favorite segment. This is when I have the guests. They bring in some sneakers that mean like something to them, or is it just hype, or is they just a conversation starter? So please show them what sneakers did you bring in today.
All right, bet.
Some of these boxes look a little familiar.
Hey, I'm gonna start out with my. So the whole reason I got into really the sneaker game here, we're gonna start out with the. Look how bent and battered this box is, but
Let's call that character. Woo!
for the love of the game,
I haven't seen that shoe in a minute,
bro. So with this one here, like I said, this is the first shoe that when I seen it, I'm like, I gotta have it at some point. I didn't get into later in the sneaker game, but beautiful silhouette. The 7, I love the 7. It has the Jordan 9 on it for his Olympic number. But a lot of people say, "Oh, I have those at home." I'm like, "Nah, you ain't got these."
You don't. You
check
don't
right there, baby.
Exactly.
That's that for the love of the game, basketball love, heart there. So this is the one that really got me going. I picked it up for like $160, bro.
Oh yeah, back when sneakers was affordable.
Exactly.
Right?
You can tell by the box, like everything OG there.
For real, those still look wearable.
Bro, I put them on from time to time just to make. This next one here is very sentimental to me. My middle name's Jordan, and it was actually the reason my mom loved Michael Jordan, and in the year I was born, 1996, he wore a pair of Jordan 12s. So the year I was born, during the playoffs, I was born in May, right around the time playoffs were there. Taxi 12s, OG, 2013, you can see the bends in them. Still the bottom and everything's cool.
Yo, you keep your sneakers very clean, my guy.
Bro, I'm a OG head, bro. Like,
you baby your sneakers. I can definitely see that.
I love them, dog. Like I said, even though I'm not really, actively buying shoes as much as I used to, the ones I do keep, they do hold a lot of sentimental value to me. So, bro. Taxi 12s, Jordan.
Wait, don't put away that shoe just yet, because I hope you know that's a sneaker that people are begging to retro
to
right
this
now.
day. Yeah, bro.
And they keep, like, Jordan brand, they keep teasing us by dropping the shoe but adding like another color on
exactly,
it.
Yeah.
Bro, but that
I think they dropped one with like a gold, right?
Yeah,
at one point
bro.
Or something like that. Yeah, bro. I love.
That's a good
this
one.
is
That's one of the ones right there for sure. Out of the 12s, that's one of the most requested ones for sure to come back.
These and I want to get the playoffs at some point. I know people were trying to highball me for the playoffs, but
you copping the cherries this year?
I'm thinking about it, bro. They did a reverse. I hated the reverse cherries, bro. I hated them so much. But yeah, nah. Like I said, most of the OG colorways I try to grab whenever I can. This is definitely my favorite 12. Probably my top 5 favorite sneaker as well. And that's Nike and Jordan shoes itself. Then my favorite shoe for multiple reasons. I wasn't able to get the OG pair, but here we are. Raging Bull 5s.
Good shoe.
So 5 starting out. 5 is my favorite silhouette. Red is my favorite color, and I forgot the year, but I remember my
05 or 06.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh no, or 08 maybe.
08.
I think it was.
That was the last one before the. I think this was the 2018, 2019 release of these. But back then I was in Georgia at the time, and my brother was like, "Oh, the Raging Bull's coming out." I'm like,
"Ain't no way."
Nah, they not doing that. You feel me? So we went to the mall, and it was like, yeah, we got the shoes, the red Jordans. It ended up being the Toro Bravo 4s.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like them, but that's not this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So when I found out they were gonna re-retro them, everything OG down to the sueding and the 3M on the tongue and everything, the lace lock. I don't know. I love the 5 silhouette. You can wear it with shorts, mid socks, crews, long pants. It doesn't matter. This is definitely my favorite retro. This is the one that I knew whenever I got into the sneaker game, I was gonna have to grab it at some point. So,
Bro, when people said that she was coming out, people were all hyped, foaming at the mouth. I remember the release day because I believe I think this is when like the shipment was started getting messed up around that time. So when that shoe came out, people were going crazy. Then out of nowhere, week after week after week, Jordan Brand was restocking them,
dropping
for weeks. And I'm like, damn, you guys are killing this shoe. Even though I'm not mad at it, everyone's getting their pairs.
Absolutely.
But it's like now with that shoe, is like the prices are coming back up a little bit. But like I remember, just like that was one of the sneakers where it's like, damn, I can't believe that's coming out again.
Nah, for sure. And I kind of got the same kind of epiphany. It was like, people don't know what they're talking about. But me knowing like a little bit more knowledge about it, just like the release dates and everything, I'm like, well, I won't get my hopes up like I did for the Toro Bravo 4s, but the Raging Bull 5 is definitely it's a keeper, one of my grails for sure.
For real. I started working at Foot Action, I would say 2016. 2016. The release I remember when I started working was at like literally the day of when the Black Metallic 5s retro. And I remember when I saw you the first day, my first day working, and you bought them. I'm like, wow, that'll be me one day. That'll be me one day. And so that's why I met everybody. And like Ant was definitely one of the first people that kind of like took me in, because not saying that you guys are at the store, all the employees were mean. Bro. It's just that y'all had this like kind of like, I don't care to make any more friends, or I don't care about these new employees, because I cave in when a second wave of people came into the store. Bro. And everybody knows if you working at a sneaker store and you see a lot of people get hired, you know your hours about to get cut.
The minute you might get 1 day a week or 2 days, you know what I'm saying? Like 2 shifts.
Bro, so I wanted to ask you is like, how was your experience working at Foot Action? And I'm glad I have somebody working from Foot Action, because working at Foot Action is a different experience than Foot Locker, Finish Line, Champs, because Foot Action is like it's a whole nother ballgame. Not saying it's harder, it's a different experience.
Nah, for sure. So for me, Foot Action was actually my first my government job. I did landscaping and everything like that. But
really,
quick story. My 2012, before I started school, my mom told me I can get 1 pair of white, 1 pair of black shoes. Mm-hmm. I walked into Foot Action. I'm like, the fire red 3s were sitting on the wall, and I'm like, shit. I gotta have them. She's like, that's all the money that you're gonna spend. I'm like, I don't care. I'll wear them every day if I have to. You feel me? But so when we got in there, the manager at the time, I was just asking her like, hey, how old you got to be to work here? She was like, I think it was like 18 at the time or something. And I was like, well, I'm trying to work here. She's like, go ahead and apply. I see you in here all the time. I'm like, all right, bet. My mom was just telling me, oh, you want to get all the expensive shoes? Go and get a job at a shoe store. And guess what I did? I got a job at the shoe store. So, but Foot Action was definitely, it took a lot of adjusting. So working with Foot Action, you have basically all the different brands at the time. I think Diamond Supply was popping off.
You have a lot of apparel.
Exactly, bro. Like
more than a lot of
exactly. Most of our shipment days, you'll see the manifest. It'll be like 80, and then 50 of the boxes would be closed. Like Asphalt was doing big numbers at the time.
Yeah,
Diamond Supply.
Diamond, Crooks and Castles.
Crooks and Castle was there. You know what I'm saying? So,
and you got what was Tyga's brand again?
Was it
Last Kings?
Last Kings, bro. We was getting it all in at the time, and my first year and a half with Foot Action, we had a set dress code, and then
what was the dress code? Probably like a polo, jeans, and sneakers.
Yeah, I think we had to wear slacks. It was like a Foot Action shirt, and whatever shoe. Obviously, it's a shoe store. But then I think like right around, a little bit before you got hired in the company, that's when they moved over to you can wear anything like streetwear inspired. I'm like, what? That's a bet. I had went out and I out of all the stuff that I already had, you feel me? I went out and just spent like another couple $100 on new graphic tees, couple pair of shoes, and everything like that. Foot Action was definitely like my rise to fame, I would say, in the company, because I was a part-timer making full-time numbers. That's when commission was like the highest, bro.
When you left, I filled your position right after.
Bro, exactly, you feel me? So it was like you kind of seen exactly where it was going. And then just from people, like, people come in and they'll see your face and like, hey, you remember me from, like, well, we see about a couple hundred people a day or a couple hundred people a week. I don't remember you, but you remember me from, like, people would tell me like what I had on like 2-3 days ago or a week ago and stuff like that. So it was definitely like a claim to fame era for me. Moving from Foot Action into Foot Locker, it was kind of like you're back to being that corporate guy again.
Yeah. You know what I would say working at Foot Action is like, because when you work at Foot Action, especially, it was in the Boynton Mall, one of Florida's worst malls ever. But like when you work working at Foot Action though, like in the Boynton Mall, like you're kind of almost a neighborhood celebrity.
Facts.
Literally. Yep. And it's not that like, and I'm not even trying to say that as like a boastful way or anything or try to brag, but it's like when you work at Foot Action, everybody like goes into Foot Action. If you have any interest in any type of fashion, no matter if like you're a teacher, you're a kid, you're an old person, that you like have grandkids, that you like back to school shopping.
Always.
Foot Action is definitely one of the stores you have to hit up. And on top of it, there wasn't a lot of Foot Actions at the time.
I think it was maybe like 3.
2 around us.
2
around us, because there was one in Broward and Coral Springs Mall, and then there was one in Boynton.
And that one sucked.
Yeah.
Like everybody would come to our Foot Action. Yeah. So I remember they were doing chatters about turning into a Flight 23, the Boynton Mall, just to like they were gonna invest the money to do it. But you know, as we all know now, it's in the graveyard. One time for Foot Action, baby.
One time for Foot Action, bro. Like, and I gotta ask you as well, as like, cause I know you've been there for a while, and I never really experienced a crazy sneaker release, but cause they got kind of calmed down after you left. Cause the only sneaker release that I remember vividly was when the Space Jams came out, because like everybody and their mama wanted a pair.
Oh my god!
But what was the craziest sneaker release that you actually had to work?
What was it? It had to be the. It was definitely a December Jordan release. What was the 11 at the time? The Columbia 11s. Right. So now let me tell y'all this. All of this app stuff now that y'all see that you sign up on the app, we had to handwrite. Listen to me.
I came right after that era was done. Thank God.
We had to handwrite every ticket. We had a roll of tickets. You know, like the carnival tickets. You tear one side off, you give it to them, and you put the other one. I'll tell you, the line had to be from. So they didn't want it crossing like other businesses. I think to the left of our store was like the perfume shop or something like that.
I remember, yeah.
They had the line from a L shape in the store, so straight down one side of the shoe wall, out of the store, around the corner by the perfume.
JCPenney, right?
All the way by JCPenney.
Damn.
Like the line was like, and it was from, I think they started the raffle not as soon as we opened, which it would have been better if we would have just started the raffle an hour before we opened, just had the line outside. It probably would have mitigated more people that way, but I think they started it, we opened up at 10. I think the raffle didn't start till like 11 or 12. Oh, so now you have regular customers in the store. You have, of course, your thieves.
Yeah.
You had the people for raffle. So now you have to overstaff just to have enough people to write tickets to get these people out of the store, enough people to watch the merchandise, because we had a lot of clothes, we had a lot of serial thieves. I know y'all had a lot of stealing, bro. And then just regular store operations. But they didn't call them Columbias, I'm sorry. It was the Legend Blues.
Legend Blues, yeah.
But the Legend Blue release, everybody, they mama, cats, dogs, chickens, everything, like they were in the store to get this shoe. And even after, we called the people and everything, on the day of the release, the crowd was probably about twice as much as the people that actually signed up, because they're thinking, well, at some point of the day, they're just gonna let the shoe release, and then anybody can buy them.
And especially like when that line, I'm sure when people are like, hey, I want to stand in line. What is all the commotion about?
Bro, people would just come and be like, hey, what? Like,
it's like FOMO. They just like fear of missing out. Exactly. They just want to be a part of it.
They just want to know something. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. But as far as like, even though like rest in peace to Foot Action, but what I always tell everyone, I don't care what you said, Foot Action had the worst customers out of all the sneaker stores. The reason why I say that is because it's like we had clothes for like the dope boys, street dudes, the kids, high schoolers, like any annoying type of customer you can think of came to Foot Action first. Like I literally remember I literally remember. Hopefully, Mama, you don't watch this. I remember my first time in a gentleman's club.
Oh man,
My first time in a gentleman's club. I was probably like 17, 16 around that time, and I remember I sold a dude walked by me, and all I heard is I'm in the club. The club's dark as hell. I feel an arm around me. He's like, "Hey, what's up, look? Hey, I'm wearing the jacket you suit me up with, man." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh,
bro." That's what goes back to you being the hood celebrity,
bro." And when you go to the club, when I got older, people were like asking me, "Yo, this shoe coming out, fam? We in a club."
Why is the shoes on you? It's a bunch of other assets going around. Why are you worried about shoes? Right
especially, bro, it's like I remember, and it was very common. Like dudes would leave the club, go straight to the mall to stand in line.
From that night, yeah, the night before, and they probably the fit that you sold them earlier that day, they got it on the club, and then they leave the club and go straight back. Like, oh man, I'm clean, I'm fresh. I can. No, don't do that. Do not do it, kids. Listen, that's not a thing. We don't do that anymore. Well, I never did it, but don't do it.
Exactly, bro. I wish I could have you here for forever, man. But
we'll be here forever for sure,
bro. But first, we came to the end of the show. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on Sneaker Convo, man. Because you're definitely one of the people I knew that was gonna be a good guest for the show, bringing back a lot of good memories. But where can the people find you?
Hey, everywhere. It's gonna be Craydot, CRAYDOT. Once you follow me, you'll see the reason why it's Craydot, but CRAYDOT everywhere.
Absolutely, man. Shoot. Of course, you guys know where to find me. I go by Gary, aka In Gary We Trust. You can also follow me on my other podcast as well. These are the aesthetics. I think you'll be a good guest on that one as well.
Man. Oh, I'm loaded. I'm loaded.
Of course, man. And yeah, this has been another episode. And by the way, guys, you guys gotta remember, please like, comment, subscribe, and when you watch this, please put it in 1080p minimom at least. Come on, yo. Man. We pay good money just for give you good content.
Look at these popping colors everywhere, man.
Literally, might as well watch it in HD if you watch it, bro. All right, but once again, guys, I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.